Luckily, many of the changes in climate are not so dramatic, not so sudden, but occur more gradually. What does that mean, gradually? It means in small steps over a long period of time rather than suddenly. Warm areas slowly change into tropical regions. What is tropical? Tropical means relates to the area where the area near the Earth's equator. Do you understand? Tropical regions. So warm areas become hotter. Cold areas gradually warm up, or perhaps become a little more cold. When any of these changes, either sudden or slow, okay, happens, they affect the plants and animals living in an area. Measured, what does that mean? Measured. Measured means slowly and careful. Slow and careful, okay? Measured. In general, the animals, depending upon which type of climate they prefer, they like better, begin migrating, begin moving to other places, to warmer or cooler lands. What does migrate mean? Migrate means the animals moving from, at particular seasons, right? Moving from one area to another um, to breed or to find new feeding grounds, okay? But not all are successful. So many succumb, many give up during their journey. What does succumb mean? If you succumb to temptation or pressure, that means you do what you want to do or what others want you to do, although it might be wrong. Do you understand? Succumb. Similarly, much of the plant life growing in an area changes too. An important reason for this is if there's water or not in that area, which changes with the weather. Okay, when the water supply increases or decreases, different plant species die out, while others become more influential. Water supply. Supply is the amount of something that is available, all right? Dominant means ruling, okay? Being more powerful or successful or influential or noticeable than others in a situation. Whatever the case is, changes in the climate can have the end result of radically changing the living conditions of the planets. Radically changing. What does radical mean? Radical means a great change, okay? From top to bottom. Changing the living conditions of the planets and animals living in a region, living in an area, okay? Inhabit means living in an area. But you have to say inhabit somewhere. You don't say inhabit in. You don't say that, right? Inhabit just and then inhabit a place. So what is this part about? This part is about there are climate changes which are not extreme. Do you understand? And the areas gradually change with regard to the temperature. And this affects the plants and animals living in an area. In case of animals, they migrate to the area which has weather conditions that they prefer, okay? But some do not succeed. And the plant life changes too. That's the most important reason for that is the availability of water, okay? This comes along, this changes with the weather. And when the water supply changes, the plant species, certain plant species die while others thrive more. Do you understand? And the changes in the climate can radically change, can cause a great change in the living conditions of the planets and animals living there. Do you understand? So this is what the passage is about. According to paragraph 3, the physical appearance of the earth changes because what? The earth is constantly evolving. Oh my goodness. What does evolve mean? Evolve means to change gradually and develop into a different form. That is evolving. So this has nothing to do with evolving, right? The planet's weather always varies. This is the answer. This is what the passage talked about, the weather changing. Sometimes the earth becomes too hot. It's not about just being too hot, right? There are many species of flora and fauna on earth. This is not the reason. The reason is that the weather changes. So it's B. Which of the sentences below best expresses the essential information in the highlighted sentence in the passage? Let's see the highlighted sentence. But from time to time, very occasionally, right? Once in several million years, one of these asteroids or meteors hit Earth with such great force that a lot of species of animals and plants become extinct immediately. All right. So which one is best expresses the main idea? On rare occasions, many organisms are things that live, okay? The living things are wiped out. What does that mean, wipe out? It means destroy completely. What does wipe mean? Wipe means to rub a surface to clean the dirt or some kind of liquid. Wiped out entirely when something from outer space hits the planet. This has all the things, all right? This sentence has all the information, so A is very good. Several times each million-year period, plants and animals are made extinct when something strikes Earth. Several times each million-year period. Is this right? This means sometimes in 1 million years. 1 million year. Is this right? Once in several million years means one time in several million. So this is different. This is much more often than the highlighted sentence. So this is not the answer. The last time that there was a mass extinction on the planet from an outside force was millions of years ago. This may be true, but this is not the main idea that the sentence is saying. D. Without celestial bodies hitting the planet, there would be more species of planets and animals today. This can be right. The fact is right, but this is not what the sentence, the highlighted sentence, intends to say. So this is not the answer. The answer is A. The author discusses Krakatoa in order to do what? Compare its power with that of the Yellowstone supervolcano. The author didn't talk about Krakatoa to compare the power with Yellowstone. Give the name of a glacier that once expanded rapidly. Expand means to get larger, right? Krakatoa is not a glacier, so it's not right. Show how a single event have global consequences. This is why the author mentioned Krakatoa. Krakatoa was the example of what? Volcanic eruptions having global influence. And this was a case of what? The case of the climate change being dramatic and having devastating results on the planet. Okay, so C is right. Prove that volcanoes have more destructive power than glaciers. This is not comparing with the glacier, so the answer would be C.